Right, so the time we've all been waiting for. We have gone through all the different modules within Pardot. So how do we bring it all together? So how do we bring it all together for our first campaign? I'm going to use a trade show. So I'm going to Dreamforce this year in November, and I'm a consultant. I have a booth at Dreamforce, and I have a list of my current customers, and I also have a list of prospects. And then I'm partnering with another group, and I have a list of their prospects I'm going to bring into Pardot to email. So I'm going to create this whole campaign around the Dreamforce trade show. So how am I going to start this? The first thing I want to do is make sure that I have a Pardot campaign for trade shows. So I'm going to jump over to marketing. I'm going to go to my campaigns, and I want to make sure I do have a trade show campaign, which I do right here. Perfect. So I have my trade show campaign. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and import the secondary list that I have from one of my partners because I want to market to them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Admin, Import, and Prospects. So now I want to import these prospects that I have from my partner in the trade show. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that CSV file. I'm going to drop it right to here. And I want to make sure I'm not creating duplicates. So what I'm going to do, because this is a file that I got from my partner, I don't have their CRM, Salesforce lead, or contact ID, but I might have these people in my system already, so I don't want to create duplicates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create or update prospects using email address. So if they find someone in my system that already has that email address, they're going to go ahead and update that prospect. But if there's no one in my system with that email address, it will create a new prospect. So I'm going to go ahead and hit I comply. Mapping my fields. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ignore this lead owner, and we're going to map the first name, the last name, the job title. I do want to map the company, so I'm going to get the company name in here, the lead source, so I do want to put my source. Do I have a rating? I don't think that I have a rating here, so I'm not going to put rating in. We have our address, and then we have our email. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. So I want to add this to my trade show campaign. So I'm going to hit trade shows. I do want to tag these prospects with Dreamforce, just so I know that these prospects were associated with Dreamforce 2017. And I'm going to hit next. So I do want to import prospects, and I want to add them to my list because I want to be able to market to them. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And then, do I have my Dreamforce list? I haven't made my list yet, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new list, and I'm going to call it my Partner A Dreamforce list. And I'm going to go ahead and set an archive date till after November. Maybe I'll do December 1st. So this list will no longer be relevant to me past Dreamforce and after my follow-up emails from Dreamforce. So I'm going to go ahead and set that archive date to December 1st. I don't want to make this a public list. I don't want people to add themselves to it from my preference center. And you know what? I don't want any of my sales team to be able to add prospects to this list. So I'm going to keep that unchecked as well. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Save List. Great, so I put them in my Partner A Dreamforce list. I might as well, since I'm here, go ahead and put them in my monthly newsletter. My partner did say it's okay for me to market to these prospects and that they've agreed to it. So I'm going to add them to my monthly newsletter list as well, and I'm going to hit Next. I'm going to go ahead and look, and I'm going to confirm and save. So now that I've got those prospects starting to upload, what's the next thing that I'm going to do? Well, I want to really try to figure out, what am I trying to do for Dreamforce? I want any of my prospects that I have in here to come visit me at my booth because maybe I'm going to be giving away an iPad Pro. So thinking about that, what I would probably want to do is I'd probably want to have a landing page that I'm going to target my prospects with and say, hey, sign up here to get a Pardot audit and enter to win a chance for an iPad Pro at Dreamforce. So let me go ahead and start doing with my landing page. So I'm going to go to marketing, landing pages, and I'm going to create a new landing page. And I'm going to call this my Dreamforce 2017. The title will be Pardot Audit and an iPad Pro. Sign up for a free Pardot audit and enter to win an iPad Pro. And then the campaign is going to be trade show. And then maybe my vanity URL, I'm going to do Dreamforce 2017. I do want to hide this from search engine indexing. I only want the people who I target to get to this landing page. And I'm also going to set my archive date to December 1st. And I'm going to hit next. All right, so I didn't create a unique form. I definitely want a unique form for this landing page. So I'm going to go create new form and I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to call this my Dreamforce 2017 form and hit next. I'm going to keep first name, last name, company, and email here. I don't think I'm going to be asking for much more. I might actually take company out. Most of the people who I'm going to market to are already within my system. I might want to add one additional field for information that I may not have yet from them. So let's look at my fields. Maybe I want to collect industry because I don't have industry yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this a drop down. And I'm going to add a couple of industries here. And we'll just do education, technology, let's do medical. And for the last one, let's just put communications. Perfect. So I'm going to hit save changes. So because I also want to, I want to know their industry. So I am going to make that a required field. And I'm going to hit next. And for my submit button text, I'm going to put get your free audit. Because again, I'm trying to entice them with that call to action. I want to get them a Pardot audit. I want them to come meet with me. And then choose a layout template. Honestly, go with your standard template here because as we're building our landing page layout template is going to override whatever layout template for this form. I'm not going to put anything above or below. I'm not going to change my styles or advanced, and I'm going to hit next. And then I could put, thank you. Looking forward to seeing you at Dreamforce and performing a mini Pardot audit. And I'll just make that bold. So I have my completion actions. All right, what do I want to do? I want to add these prospects to a CRM campaign. I'm going to put them to my user conference, and I'm going to put responded because they did sign up for the mini audit. So I want to add them to my CRM campaign for Dreamforce as responded. And maybe I also want to notify their assigned user that they did sign up to say that they want a mini Pardot audit at Dreamforce, and they also want to enter to win a free iPad Pro. So I'm going to hit next. All right, so now that we're done with the form, we have to pick out our layout template. I'm going to pick out my responsive landing page template, and I'm going to go ahead and say a free mini Pardot audit and enter to win an iPad Pro. So I want to make this big. I want to center it. Let's see if I have a cool image to use. All right, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna hit OK, save. Let's go mini audit. Meet the team from Meta Marketing and Partner A. We will be doing free mini Pardot audits. Sign up today and enter to win an iPad Pro. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, I'm going to take out this additional information here. Maybe I want to put in a customer quote, so I can go to my website. I have some quotes there from other customers, and I'm going to grab this quote here. I'm going to put it in. Let's do quotes. There we go. If I wanted to add in another image here, I could. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And we'll say, oops, enter to win. And let me go down here and change this. Look at that little weird A there. Perfect. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm and save. So I now have my landing page. Looks great. I have my logo. I have my image for the free iPad Pro. It talks about the mini audit, get a free mini audit, enter to win. That's a little small. I think I want to make that bigger. So I'm going to jump back over here. I'm going to do a quick edit. And I want to make this an H1. So a couple of things you can do is you can highlight it. You can go right to normal and do heading 1. And I'm going to hit save and confirm and save because I really want that to stand out. And then let's go back and refresh. Awesome. Let's make sure this is still responsive, which it is. Very good. Perfect. Awesome. So get a free mini Pardot audit and enter to win an iPad Pro. I don't like how that looks right there, so let me just fix this one more time. We'll get with this ampersand there. We'll hit save. Much better. We'll save that. Refresh. Boom. Awesome. So we have our email here. And I do want to check what this looks like too, because I know I'm cookied. I want to see what this form is going to look like to my prospects. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to go into a new incognito window. And let's go ahead and enter. Perfect. So we'll have our first name, our last name, our email, and then what industry am I in, and then get your free audit. So just to see what this looks like, I'm going to go and then I am in communications, get free audit. We'll have thank you, looking forward to seeing you at Dreamforce and performing a mini Pardot audit. Perfect, so that's good. I'm gonna exit out of there. I'm gonna go back here. So I have my landing page ready. Now, a couple of things I wanna think about. I could send a one-off list email. That's not a problem. I could say, you know what, let me just make these list emails and schedule them out and send. Or I could really automate this and I can create an engagement studio campaign and have different emails sending through. I think I'm going to go that route. So let's go ahead and hit Engagement Studio. I'm going to add an engagement studio and I'm going to call it Dreamforce 2017. My list, I want to bring in my partner A, and I want my leads import. So I want all of my leads, and I want all of my customers to come in. So these are all the people who I want to go through the Engagement Studio campaign. I'm not going to add a suppression list, but I am going to go and have this on Chicago time because I have people both on the West Coast and the Mid Coast and East Coast. So we'll hit save. All right, so first thing I want to do is I actually want to add them to a campaign before I even send an email. So I'm going to add them to my campaign. And let's just say that this is my Dreamforce campaign with a status of sent. And I want that to happen immediately. And then the next item is I want to send them that email. So we'll send them the first email that says, hey, I'm excited to be going to Dreamforce. I'll be going to Dreamforce and performing mini audits. Feel free to sign up for your mini audit here and win an iPad Pro. So that's my first email. So I want that to send immediately after they go to this campaign. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to listen. And basically my listen for this one is, did they fill out my landing page? And so let's go to my Dreamforce 2017 and I'm going to wait 15 days. Did they fill out my landing page? If they did fill out my landing page, I want to go ahead and add them back to the Salesforce campaign, but as responded. And I want that immediately to happen. I know we've also set that up on our form, but I just want to make sure that that does happen, that no matter whether they filled out the form or they're coming through here and they filled out the landing page, that they are going to be added to our campaign as responded. And for those who didn't fill out the landing page yet, I'm going to go ahead and send another email to them. And I'm going to have that second one. And that's 15 days. I might want to wait another 5 days to make it a full 20 days. And I'm going to say, hey, just want to make sure you saw that first email. I'm going to be at Dreamforce. Let's meet and do a mini audit. And then again, I want to listen. Did they fill out my landing page? And I want to wait another 10 days. If they did fill out my landing page, I'm going to go ahead and add them to my Salesforce campaign with responded. But if they didn't fill out my landing page, I'm going to send them one more email. And I'm going to wait another 5 days, so 15 days later. Actually, I'm going to have it immediately. 10 days later, if they still haven't filled out the landing page, I'm going to reach out to them one more time, let them know that I'll be at Dreamforce and I would love to see them there and do a mini audit. And the same thing here. Did they fill out my landing page? And I'm going to wait 10 days. They filled it out. Let's go ahead and update their campaign. Perfect. So here's the first part of my engagement studio. Everyone's going to be added to my Dreamforce campaign in Salesforce. They're going to get the first email. I'm going to wait 15 days before I see, did they fill out the landing page? If they did, I'm going to go ahead and update that they responded in the Salesforce campaign. And if they didn't, they're going to get a second email. Same thing. Did they fill out the landing page? Go ahead and update their Salesforce campaign. If they didn't, one more email. Did they fill out the landing page? Go ahead and update the campaign. So down here, I'm actually going to put a wait step. And I'm going to name it wait step. And I'm going to have them wait another 25 days. So all of this is going to happen, and then they're going to wait. And I might put this wait step for, let's just say 50 days, because I'm going to end up deleting it. And the next thing that I'm going to want to do down here is I want to listen. So I'm going to go back to my Salesforce campaign, and I want to look at the status for the trade show. Did they show up for that audit? And let's just say that audit, they did receive an audit. And so I'm going to have that go here. So people who did receive an audit, I want to go ahead and send them another personalized email. So I want to send them that email thanking them for meeting me at Dreamforce. I had a great time doing their audit. Here's some additional services that I can offer them after their audit. So let's go ahead and grab that email. And then for those people who didn't come, so they didn't receive an audit, I might send them another message that basically says, hey, sorry we missed you at Dreamforce. To let you know, these are some awesome things that happened. If you need help with Pardot, go ahead and reach out to me. There we go. So, I mean, this is one way that you can create a fully automated program for a trade show. We're sending out 3 different emails, and then we're going to wait. And then after the show, we're going to see people who did receive an audit. We're going to send them a specialized email. And for people who didn't receive an audit, we're going to send them another email. And then the program ends. Once I hit start, I can set it and forget it. So that is just one way to set up a campaign. So that's just one way to set up an automated campaign in Pardot. I do have a link here for best practices, Pardot and Salesforce campaign ROI. Definitely go through this scenario. I think they also use a trade show for this scenario, but it's just a great way of showing how we can use Salesforce campaigns, how we can report on this Salesforce campaign, and how we can get the ROI from Pardot and Salesforce for people who came to this campaign. So this is one link that I definitely recommend checking out. Another great link to check out is Leveraging Salesforce Campaigns in Pardot by Taylor. Taylor is an amazing Salesforce administrator. I've worked with her in the past. It's a really great breakdown on how to use Salesforce and Pardot together. So definitely check out these additional resources, and that's really it for this course. So every month I will be putting together a short video for tips and tricks within Pardot, so you'll always be getting new and relevant content throughout this course.